So in today's video, let's look at how to use the Tailor Book application. First, let's look at how to create a new order. In the Tailor Book application, first you need to click on the Create icon and then enter the customer's name. And customer's number and address. If your customer's information is in your contact book, you can access it from here. Next, select Output. I'm selecting shirts and pants here, and I can increase or decrease the quantity according. Here are 2 shirts, and here, let's first set the price. What is our stitching price for the shirts? And after that, the price of the pants too, so that the invoice can be created easily. Then after that, on clicking Next, here you will see the photo of your client. And after that, you will see the photo of the client's fabric. After this, here you will get the remand date and delivery date. Remand date means when will you start stitching this order, and delivery date means when will you give the order to your customer. And after that, here. Fill the measurements for your shirt and pants. I'm assigning random measurements here. You can rearrange these measurements and customize them. Suppose you want to measure chest first. For this, stay tuned to the video. I'll explain further. Here I'm filling in the measurements for the shirt, and in the sample image, you can see the customer saying, "I already have a shirt." You have to stitch a shirt similar to that, or if he has any such image on which you want to stitch a shirt, then you can upload it. And after this, here you have to fill the measurement of the pants, and here I am also filling the measurement of the pants randomly. And after this, if you have any special instruction order, you can write it down here in the notes. If you do not prefer to write, then you can record audio through voice, and you can also listen to it later. Then click Payment. The total amount is automatically created using the stitching costs we assigned to the shirt and pants. You can also apply any discounts and additional charges you wish. Here you have to select Pay Cash mode. After that, simply save the advance amount. This invoice is created, and clicking Save also saves the order. Now you can view this invoice. You can share it with customers through any platform. Messages, WhatsApp, or if your shop has a printer, you can print it and customize the invoice theme. I'll explain more about this in the settings section below. And now let us see how to see the measurement of the order that we have taken from the customer and how to share it with the worker. For that, you have to click on the order, and here you will see the current status. Once we stitch the output, we'll have basic information. It's currently in working order. Both the shirt and pants are in working order, and you can also click on Full Queue to see the order here. If there is a fabric image, then below that you can see the address of the invoice and payment. If you want to save the payment, get the payment, and so on. And this is your measurement, and the voice note that I had taken here is coming now. And along with this, by clicking on the menu, you can also see the invoice and the customer profile that is created here, and if you want to share the measurement with the worker here. Click on Share Measurement and select the outputs you want to share with the worker. There's also a settings option. Click on this option to select what other information you want to share with the worker, along with the measurements. You can customize it as per your requirement. Here I am selecting only measurement and save it, and now here you have to print it and save it in the gallery. So if you want to send the PDF through WhatsApp, then click on Share, and it will be printed here. It's ready to go, and after that you have the option to edit it. If you need to edit any measurements, you can do that as well. Then there's the Reset State option. I'll explain this in detail later in the video. There's also an option to delete the order. As you've seen, we can also delete the order after creating it in the same way. Now let's look at the notification section. Here, you'll see all the notifications about the order. You've selected the remand date and delivery date. Once the information is displayed, you can click on Order and change the basic order information and the remand date. You also get a similar function for the delivery date. Now, we'll start. Now let's move on to the next topic, where we'll see that our order is currently showing as pending. How do we get it to the completed state and then to the delivered state? To transfer, first click on your order. This will display basic information about your order along with the option to complete the move. The total set and payout amount will be entered here. You can see her here, and how much do you have in front of her. You need to assign a value to how much you've completed. Here I've completed the shirt, but I'm changing the value for the pants to 0. I haven't stitched the pants yet, and I've stitched both shirts. Now you need to save here. And when I save it, it automatically shows up in pending and completed. Completed shows 2 outfits, and the 1 outfit that's currently in pending shows you 1 outfit in pending and 2 outfits in completed. Our 2 outfits have been successfully transferred to the complaint, and here in the pending also, there is 1 pant which is currently showing as pending, and now we will see that if we can transfer this pending one to the customer. When we come to pick up the delivery, it's showing 2 clothes and ready to deliver. If you click on this, our completed output will be transferred to delivery. Now you can see Ashok's output is set 2. It has been delivered, and now there is a pant which is still in the working process, and here on the home screen, also an amount is being shown in the total pending clothes, which is showing whatever pant is pending right now, and here you will see it. The history is also showing when you have delivered the orders along with the date and time, and below this there is a section of your profile. Now in our next topic, we will see what happened with our orders. How do we view the customer profiles that have been created? Click on the menu, then the customer section. Clicking on the customer section will bring up a list of all the customer profiles created, along with your orders. And after clicking here, you'll see basic information at the top, measurements below, and you can edit them. From here and below, you'll see a history of which customers have had their items stitched at your shop and when. And below this, whatever orders are currently running, the customer's information is coming, and below that, there is a section for delete and reuse, and here, the current one is displayed. The pants which are currently in 1 working and 2 shirts in complete, and on clicking on use, the list of all the saved measurements of the output will appear in the available data, and below that, if you want to add any other category of output, then there is an option for that also. Here I've selected Set, and the shave measurements are automatically added. Now let's move on to our next topic. If you have workers working in your shop, how can we manage them as well? To do this, first click on the menu and then go to Settings. Clicking Settings will take you to Settings. If you enable the worker feature, the process for managing orders is slightly different. We'll explain this later. So here you'll see the Shop Settings option. Click on it and then click on Worker Management. As soon as you click on it, you'll see you have workers in your shop. You have to enable it. If you have separate workers for cutting, stitching, and ironing in your shop, then you have to enable the I have separate workers below and also select them. Here, I do not have any separate workers. And here I've turned on the worker and clicked Save. After clicking Save, you'll need to go back and return to the home screen. Click on the menu, and you'll see a section called Worker Management. You need to click on it as there are currently no workers here. You'll see Add New Worker at the bottom. Click on it. After clicking, you'll see the worker's name and mobile number if they're already in your contact book. I'm signing my worker's name and any other number here. Then, after continuing, you'll need to select which gender this worker stitches outputs. I'm selecting both here. And after selecting Continue, you have to choose how much do you pay this worker. You have to set this price for each output. Here, the shirt costs Rs 250, and so what? While stitching the worker's price is how much stitching is done, so I am giving any value here. You can set your shop according to it and save it here, and a worker is added here. By calling Raju, his unpaid, and now you have a choice here. You need to create a new order where this worker function will be enabled. Here, New Order. And here, I'll enter any customer name. This is a save for Ashok Palace. We have the measurement selected and here we need to click Next. Let's click Next. Now let's quickly create this order here. The delivery date and measurements are already in. And here, click on Save Payment and our order has been created. Now here you will see an icon for the new output new order of Ashok. You can either click here for the worker or you can click on Ashok and exit. On the order, and here you will get the work assignment section. Here the two sets which are currently pending. You have to click here and select the work assign and worker. Once you select a worker, their cost and quantity are displayed. You can adjust the quantity as per your requirement. If we also need to set the quantity and total price here, then click on Save. Now it's working. Now we'll go to Cell here and click on Worker Management and Raju Worker, and here's the unpaid account. And here under Working, we now have a list of our 2 shirts in progress. Clicking here brings up all the order details. Now we'll go back and change it from Working to Completed. It's currently in Working. Click here and save. Now that our order is stitched, we'll move it to Complete. You can see that this order has been marked as complete. Now click on Worker and go to their profile. This is an unpaid account. First 200 earned plus unpaid amount if you enter customer name and invoice number here, and swipe here. There are no orders currently in the works. We've assigned this to Raju, and it's right here under Complete. You'll see all the workers' information on a single screen, and you can also change the price by clicking on the Price and Payout button at the bottom. After clicking on Payout whatever earnings you have made, you can give it to the worker monthly or whatever earnings you have made, and save it. Here, I have saved Rs 200 and saved it on Payout. And here in the history you can see the date has arrived, and if you've written any notes, those will also be displayed. Now, in our next topic, let's see how many orders we have. Which ones still have due amounts? So to see the list, you will see it in your menu. You have to click on Due Payments, and here you will see a list of all your orders and invoices according to the payment amount, if any, whose amount is due. If a customer is making a payment, click Receive Payment. Clicking this button will display the total amount, the due amount, and the new amount. You have to write that and the payment mode, and if there is any other due, then it will be visible in the new due amount. And if you want to save it, it's updated in real time. So let's move on to the next topic. How do we customize all our outputs? To customize them, long-click on the output you want to customize, and the Customize section will appear. If you don't want to do this, if so, go to the menu and click on Customize, and after clicking, click on the center which you want to customize, and then click on Output. Why do you have complete customization up here? If you turn off the name price visibility, this set won't be visible when you create a new order. After that, the field means that if you, at the time of measurement, if this. If you want to write any notes in the set output, then for this you will have to use this. You have to enable the notes field if you want to keep this measurement. If you want to keep the chest at the top, you can long click on the chest and move it up and down. Here, as I am arranging my rest hole, it moves up and down. After this, you will see that the chest is at the top. If you need a field that doesn't exist yet, then you have to click on the plus icon here, and let's talk about each one here, where it is above, which is there. So first of all, we talk about the one above. This means if you want any field in measurement in which we measure. If I can write, then click on the top one here as I am writing in random at the bottom. Just like your chest length, similarly it will be added here at the bottom. If the name will also be suggested here and now we click on the plus icon again. Here we click on the plus icon and select the second one. In this we want a value that includes 4 or 5 options from 0 to 4, as in the number of pockets. Well, after this, if you want to select any value from 2 values, then you can add it. So now we add it and give it any name here. There will be 2 options in front of it. Demo first and second. When measuring, we can select either first or second. The checkmark option is number 3. This is for when we take measurements. If someone ticks something, that's what we're here for. We'll explain it later when we've measured how it all works. Click the plus icon, and the last one here is for your very limited use. We add this to it. And after adding it, let's say we have multiple options. There could be 10 or any number of them. This comes in handy if we want to select one of them. For example, we have multiple styles for a set of styles. We have to write the name of multiple styles, and we select any one style like style, and here we write style first, and here we write style second. Each style name you type should be separated by a comma to separate them. For each style, here's style first, comma second, comma third, and finally, style 4. Now, by doing this, we'll update whatever we've customized. And here we can create any new order with any name. Suppose I have taken the name demo, and then after selecting this, we will click on next. So when we see the measurement here, then here. First of all, the range that we had created above came up, and below that, the new add field that we had created came down here, any value here, and the second number here. Here we can select any value from 0 to 4, like number of pockets. The one that came after that, in which we select any one of the two options, and the one that came after that, we can put a check mark on any one. And this style one also came in, which we can select any one of the multiple styles. I hope you understand all this customization. Now let's see how to add a new item. At the bottom, you'll see the Add Manually Item section. Click on it, and you'll see the new item. Upload the icon of the output, which is in the gallery, and here the name and price of the output. And here you can create your custom output as per your wish. Now by pressing back here, if you swipe right here, and you'll see the Add New icon. If you click on it, you can add a new custom outfit from here as well. Now let's move on to our next topic, which is inventory. If you sell fabric along with stitching inside the shop or sell any other item, then how to add them to the inventory? For this, you have to read the menu, and you will see the option here. Inventory. You simply have to click on Inventory, and right now do not add any item inside the inventory. So create item here, and item name here, let's say here. I have black shirt fabric in my shop, so black shirt here and fabric here. And below this, you'll see which name to print, meaning which name you want displayed on the invoice when it's created. You'll need to enter that name. You can also write different names at the top and bottom. Printing this name is optional, even if you don't choose to. It'll work. And below that, units, meaning what do you want to measure this in? If it's fabric, it'll be in meters. And below that, you'll write your sales price. How much will you sell this 1 meter for? Below that, you can see the purchase price, how much you purchased it for per meter, and here's the HSN code. And below that, if you apply tax, then here is the percentage of tax you charge on this fabric, and here, as soon as you swipe the lap here. Here, how much stock of black shirt February is there in your shop right now? Here I have 100 meters, so 100, and here you can also set low alert, and here you swipe on other. Then here you have the photo of February. You can upload items by category here. This means that if you have a lot of items, how do you separate them by category? So, let's say the fabric here is for school, so I've listed it as school here. So here's the category, and if you select this school, then here's the item category, and here's the school. The school category goes in, and then if you want to write something about the item, the description, and here's the item location. where this item is kept in your shop. After typing all this, you have to save it. This item has been automatically added to the inventory. So here in the settings, you can see whether you want to use barcode in it. So if you enable it, and after that, if you click New, when you create an item, you will go to Stock. Then here you will get the option to create or scan barcode, and now here we go to Inventory. So inside the inventory, we have successfully added the item. Now let's move on to creating a custom invoice. To do this, click on the plus icon on your home screen. Simply click on this icon and select Create Invoice. You'll see an icon. You need to click on it. Here you'll see a custom invoice. If you don't, you'll simply have to go back to your home screen. Click on the menu, and below that, you'll find an Invoice Tax section. Click on it. After Invoices, you'll find Custom Invoices at the bottom, which you need to clear. Clicking on Custom Invoices will bring up a list of all your custom invoices. Click Create Invoices, and then click on it. Now, whatever our custom invoices are, we'll have to clear them. We need to enter the customer's name, phone number, and address. We'll now add any items we want to the invoice, and we'll also need to add them here. A list of all the items in our inventory will appear here, categorized by category. Can you search? If you want to do an open search for a name, you can search above. Here I entered black shirt, and here I increased the meter by 1.5, so the price and total amount were automatically calculated here again. If you clicked, and if there's someone who isn't our invert, you'd click on Add Empty Field and enter the name, quantity, and price. The total will be automatically calculated, and after doing all this, you'll see a lot. Below this, you'll find additional charges if you're applying for a discount or if you'd like to offer a discount. You can also choose to apply for a discount, and below that, you'll find the discount option. The payment mode option is visible. You can select the payment mode here, and if your customer pays an advance amount but doesn't pay completely, click on the payment mode here. Whatever advance amount is there here, you can enter it, and then you can create and generate a custom invoice. So here our custom invoice has been created. Here you will see the menu and menu closed invoice at the top here. The custom invoice we created is already there, and you can share it with your customer on any platform. Our next topic is the settings in the Tailor book. We fully understand the purpose of this setting, so first go to the General Settings, where you'll find the language. The application is available in multiple languages, and you can also enable a biometric lock to secure it. Then, in the Order Settings section, you'll first need to set it to Default. This will allow you to select Options. If you have an order that is pending, then when you send a message to a customer, what is the default message type? And the default is Complete Message. What is the default message type when you get to the Order Complete section? Next is Delivery Date and Dispatch. After your order is completely delivered, how many days should it be automatically deleted? The order then includes the order date and barcode. If you use the M remaining date option, you can enable it. If you also use trial date, then you can also enable trial date. If you use barcodes with your orders, then you can enable. Do you use barcodes for orders? Here I have enabled only the reminder date and Now let's go back and select autofill date. This means that when you create an order, the default reminder date and delivery date are automatically selected. If I entered 5, let's say today is the 1st. When you create a new order, the remainder date will automatically be selected for the next 5 days. After that, I've already explained the share management feature, followed by the always change price feature. If you consider all the customers you have. If you price the shirts individually, you can enable this. When creating an order, it will ask you if you want to change the top price. Then, enter Inventory and Invoice. You can add as many customizations to your invoice as you like, including a theme and a soap icon. You can also change the thank you message here if you add a UPI ID. If you can, the UPI ID will be included in the invoice along with the invoice number. You can edit this as well. Below that are the terms and conditions. You can customize your terms and conditions. Below that, add fabric image and invoice means that if you want to add the image of the fabric given to us by the customer inside the invoice, then for that and for watermark. Additionally, if you want to change the invoice number every time, you can enable that as well. Then in inventory settings, if you use barcodes in your inventory, you can enable this, and second, to calculate stock values. The stock price can be shown as either the sales price or the purchase price. Next, if you want to add multiple bars to a single item, you can enable it. Now let's go and click on Customization, and then go to the home page. If you want the SMS option directly on the home page along with the order, and if you want to count the dates, that means how many days are left for the delivery date, and the invoice number means it is there in the home screen, along with the order, along with the invoice name, right? The invoice number will also be displayed, along with the customized category. I've already told you about this, and the clothing has a unique number that you can write on the clothing when you receive an order. So if you want to use that, you can do so. Sub-value settings mean showing and hiding sub-values, meaning you can specify the measurement type in inches and centimeters. If you want to add these, you can enable them, and below that, the second sub-value. Here, like the type of measurement, if there is a value 10.5, then 10 is written and the remaining half, if it has to be shown in 1 divided by 2 or by double line or by 0.50, you can also do this as per your wish. You can save it, and then go to Contact Book Settings. If you turn this feature on, then when you take an order from someone, if their information is not updated in our contact book, it will be checked. After the order is created, the customer's information will be saved in our contact book. Next, you'll find shop settings including shop name, mobile number, email address, shop name, number, add-on, and name. After this, you will get shop settings. After that, I have seen worker management and here fabric sale settings. If you also sell fabric in your shop, if you do not do so, then you can enable or disable it here also. And after that, there is backup and recovery. After this, there is a list of how many accounts are logged in your account right now. How many sharing accounts are there? If you share this account with any of your workers or with yourself. If you want to share the shop with your partner, then add the sharing account here, and here you have to type the name of your partner or worker you want to share. Like here I am typing. There is a worker named Raju. Raju, followed by Raju's email address, which is logged into the Tailor book on Raju's phone. You then need to create a send invite link here. You can send this link to your Raju via his phone, WhatsApp, or any other platform. After clicking on the link, this account will be shared with him.